Hello, my friend. I'm Andrea de la Rainbow, and I'm coming to you from Arequipa, Peru, to guide you through a little yoga practice for your day. Today, we're gonna focus on energizing the core and finding our peace within that. Yeah, let's just keep it nice and simple and follow the flow and see where the flow go. Yo. Yeah, thanks for joining me. Okay, so let's find a comfortable seat. Maybe you have a block here. So if you're sitting up on your block, just make sure that your knees are sinking down towards the mat. And if not, whatever, find yourself in a comfortable position. Wherever you feel comfortable is good. Take a moment to notice the areas of your body that are supported by the earth beneath you. Allow them to feel heavy, supported, stable. And from that stable foundation, you can lift your spine just a bit and grow a little bit taller. Draw your shoulders away from your ears. Maybe shrug them up to your ears and then roll them back. Expand them from side to side, creating space across your back and across your chest. So we're finding a nice tall position here. The back of your neck is long. Your hands can be sitting in your lap, either one palm on top of the other, palms facing up, or they can be sitting on your thighs, palms up, palms down, whatever feels good for you. Let's take a few cleansing breaths here. So draw a big breath in and exhale out the mouth, big sigh. Good, big breath in and exhale out the mouth, big sigh. Good, one more of those. Good, and then begin to invite your breath in through the nose and out through the nose. Become aware of the sounds in your environment, in my environment. Give them permission to be exactly as they are. They are a part of your present moment, and you are strong and stable in your foundation, and you are unaffected by any sounds, any external events happening. Invite your breath to deepen. Feel it expanding your rib cage and reaching down to your belly. Maybe you hear your breath in the back of your throat, sounding like ocean waves. Together in front of your chest. The left hand meets the right. Your thumbs meet your sternum. You're sitting up nice and tall. As you breathe, notice that your breath expands your rib cage and reaches out towards your hands. In this moment, what would you like to cultivate in your life, in your day? Why is it that you are here practicing yoga? What is it that you would like to create with the energy that you manifest in your practice? Here, your left hand represents your past, your right hand represents your future, and they come together in the present moment. They're connected to your breath. And let us set the intention that whatever it is you are choosing to cultivate in your practice can be found here, in this space, in the present moment, in your breath. So if ever you find yourself distracted, allow your breath to guide you back to your purpose for this practice. With that, you can inhale your hands above your head, reaching them tall, tall, tall. Drop the shoulders down away from your ears. Breathe, just growing tall. Drop your left hand down to the mat. Maybe there's a slight bend in your left elbow. Press your hand into the mat as your right hand reaches up to the sky. Drop both shoulders down away from the ears and breathe. Find a place where your neck feels comfortable so you can play with it. Look down, look up. Maybe it feels good to kind of rotate them, rotate between the two. Check in with your chest and make sure that you're not caving forward, but that your chest is pulling through and forward. Up. Good. One more big breath here. And then your next inhale can sweep your fingers up, 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 and around. We're going to reach all the way around, lifting the left hand up this time, slight bend in the right elbow. Drop both shoulders down away from the ears and reach up. Find a comfortable place for your neck. Breathe. One more big breath here. Your next inhale can reach your fingers up, 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 and around. And we'll do some rotations. So inhaling and then exhaling to find your surrender. Inhaling up and around. And exhale to find that stretch and surrender. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. And then we'll inhale both hands up. Drop those shoulders down away from your ears. Inhale to stretch your fingers tall. And exhale, your hands can come down and behind you. They can clasp behind your body and reach them down and away. Keep your hands together and bring them into one of your sides, to your left side here, and just tuck them in, tuck that wing back, and then drop your head to the same side, to the left side. You should feel a nice stretch in your right neck. And you can play with your neck here. You can lift your chin up and drop your chin down. Exploring the sensation, breathing into the sensation that you feel. ready, lift your head up to center. Draw your hands back to the center. Stretch them down and back. Breathe. And then we'll switch sides. So bringing your hands over to your right side now. Tuck that wing back. And drop your ear over to that side. See if you can drop the shoulder down as well. So exploring where your neck likes to be stretched right now. Breathing into the sensation. Good, one more big breath here. And then you can lift your head up gently, drawing your hands back to the center, draw them down. And you can slowly release, shake your hands out. Spread your wings wide, and we'll bring the hands forward. One hand's gonna come underneath the other hand, and then the elbows, when they meet, they're going to bend and spin around so that the palms come together in front of you. This is eagle arms. So lift your elbows up and draw your shoulders down. Draw your belly button in. Sit up tall. Breathe. One more big breath. And then inhale. And your exhale, you can sweep your wings open. We draw some, lift your hands up, the palms facing up, and draw some circles in the air beside you. Your circles can be small circles, they can be big circles. Feel your shoulder blades drawing toward one another behind you. Then you can slow your movement, and then we'll come in for the other side. So switch which arm was on the bottom. I just got a little mixed up. Okay, switch it around and bring the palms as close to being together as they can. If they don't quite meet, that's okay. Just meet yourself where you're at. Draw your belly button in, elbows up, shoulders down. Breathe. Big breath here. Inhale and exhale, spread your wings. Drawing some circles in the sky beside you. And then you can shake it out, shake your hands, shake your shoulders. Letting all of that go, we're gonna come onto our hands and knees. So find your stable foundation. Make sure that your hands are spread nice and wide. Your peace fingers are shooting straight forward. They're your headlights. Shoulders are directly over your wrists, or maybe even a little forward. And your hips are directly over your knees. Okay. Back of your neck is long. Breathe. So I'm gonna show you, I'm gonna use the cue to push the earth away. So really that like lifts your shoulders up and helps take pressure out of your wrists. Good. So from here, bring your knees together at the center line. And then use your belly button to lift your leg up and back. Play with where your leg is in space. Lift it up, bring it out to the side, 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 down, up. And see if you can find the place where your heel is shooting directly back from your spine. So it's not lifting up, but it's directly back. Your leg is strong, your foot is flexed. Belly button draws up and in. Yeah? When you feel stable here, you can press your left foot into the mat super strong. That's going to help you balance. Lift your left hand up and away. Drawing your belly up and in. Inhale to grow long, 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 long. And exhale, round your spine, knee to elbow. Good. Inhale to grow long. Exhale, round your spine, knee to elbow. Inhale to grow long. Exhale, round your spine. One more. Good. Inhale to grow long, find your length. Then, what are we going to do here? We're going to bend the back leg and reach around for it. If you can grab your foot, great. Just kick into your hand a little bit. It should give you a little stretch in your thigh and your left shoulder. And if you can't, that's fine. No worries at all. We're going to come out of it. So drop your left hand to the ground. Let that right leg stretch out long and reach your right arm up and over. Shooting star. So this left leg is kind of out to the side as a kickstand here. And my hips are pressing forward. You can swirl your hands around in the sky when they're up here. Twisting that wrist. Also maybe playing with your shoulder joint. Maybe big circles, smaller circles. Letting your whole side body get a stretch. Good, and when you're ready, you can come back down to find your center. Let your knees be directly under your hips, stable foundation. And let's find a rainbow unicorn to stabilize the spine. So drop the belly, lift the tailbone and your unicorn horn. And then lift the belly up and in to find your rainbow. Find your flow with a couple breaths, inhaling to unicorn. Exhaling to rainbow. Good, and then find your neutral spine. Bring the knees together. Use your belly button to lift your left leg back. Play with it in space, up, down, side to side. Find the spot where it feels straight back. Use your belly button to lift your right arm up and forward. Inhale to grow long. And exhale, round your spine, knee to elbow. Inhale long. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale long. Exhale, knee to elbow. Good, one more. Inhale long. And then bend your knee, reach around for the foot. Kick the foot into the hand. Stretching your shoulder and your leg. Breathe. Gentle, no slingshotting your foot. Reach your hand and leg back out long. Press, drop the right hand down. Kickstand the right leg out, and the left leg grows long from the floor all the way up to your wrists. So the same explorations go on this side. You can twist your wrist. Press your hips forward. Draw circles with your arm. And when you're ready, you can come back down to find your neutral. Let's spread the knees wide towards the edge of the mat. Keep the hands planted and do some child's pose swirls. So come back into your hips and then forward onto your wrists. Saying hello to your wrists and to your hips. Switch directions. Next time your hips sink back towards your toes, rest into that and crawl your hands forward for child's pose. Forehead touches the mat. Breathe into your side body. Take 3 more deep breaths. And then you can use your hands to press yourself up. Maybe bring your knees together. We'll sit here for a moment and say hello to our wrists. So just swirl them around, both directions. And then we'll come forward onto our hands and knees and twist your wrists around so that your fingers face your body. If this is a lot for you, you can bring it closer to your body, and if you want more, you can reach them out. Try to get your peace fingers facing you. If you want to try doing both hands at the same time, go for it. If not, one at a time is perfectly fine. Wherever you are, breathe. Let the back of your neck be long, your belly is drawing up and in, you're breathing. Good, and then we're gonna spin our hand back around and flip it over so the top of your wrist is now down. And maybe we can do both of these at the same time too. And then when you're here, clench your fingers like you're grabbing onto something. So your belly's drawing up and in, your core is doing a lot of work here so that you're not putting a lot of weight into your wrists. You're just letting the weight of your arms really be the only thing that's on your wrists. Squeezing the fingers. Good, and then you can flip the wrist back around and let's go ahead and just shake them out. Good, saying hello to the wrists, waking them up. We're about to use them a little bit more, so let's come back to the hands and knees, crawl your hands forward, see if I'll fit on the screen. Plant your hands, make them a strong, stable foundation, spread your fingers wide, peace fingers forward, and then activate your legs back into plank pose. So your heels are shooting back and away from you, your belly is drawing up and in, pressing the earth away with your hands. Breathe. The back of your neck is long. So here, play with where your body is in space over your wrists. Can you come a little forward, spin around, or make some spirals around your wrists? Find that place where it feels comfortable. Maybe your shoulders are a little bit forward towards your fingers. Breathe. Good. You're going to bend your elbows and keep them tucked into your side, tight into your side. Lower yourself all the way down. Good. Chopping my head off. When you get to the bottom, when you get to the floor, press the tops of your toes into the mat so much that your knees sort of lift off. Your whole leg is active. Pressing your hips down into the earth. Keep your hands where they're at, elbows drawing into the side, and your whole lower body is pressing down so much that it gives your upper body freedom. So lift up. Breathe. You should feel this in your low back. Maybe your butt cheeks are clenching together. Good. Surrender down. Breathe. And then press into your hands and knees. We're going to come back up to find our downward dog. Keeping your toes. So when you get to your dog, bend your knees a lot to find length in your spine. Press into your first finger and your thumb, creating length from your fingers all the way up to your hips. I like to bounce when I'm here. Not only is it fun and wiggly jiggly, but it helps the spine and the hips to find their natural alignment. Good, so your knees are nice and bent. Lift your heels way up and then drop both heels over to one side. You should feel a stretch in the opposite side body. Breathe. And inhale your heels up and drop them over to the other side. Good. Inhale your heels up. And then we're going to inhale the right leg up and back. Find length from your fingers all the way to your heel. Nice and long. Breathe. Inhale to grow long, long, long. And then we're going to exhale, rainbow your spine, bring your knee to your nose, kiss it, and then bring it back. Inhaling out to find length. Exhale, we're going to bring round the spine, bring the knee to your right elbow. Inhale, back out. Exhale, knee to left elbow. Inhale, back out. Exhale, knee to nose, kiss it, drop the foot down in between your hands. Good, so check in with the foundation of your feet. Make sure they're both facing forward. Press down into your feet so much that your upper body becomes light and you can lift up. Good. Take a moment here to pause and find your balance. When your lower body feels strong and stable, you can inhale your hands up. And then we'll exhale, cactus arms down. Inhale them up. Exhale, cactus arms down. Check to make sure that your knee is directly above your ankle or behind it, not forward. Yeah? Inhaling up. Exhale, cactus arms down. One more. The back of your back leg can be straight or a little bent. That will help open up your hips. Good. Inhale up. And then bring your palms together. Draw them down, down, down to frame your foot. Press into, oh, this is a good place for blocks. So, take your blocks and straighten both legs. Draw your hips back. Press into your blocks to find length in your spine. And then fold over. If this is a lot for you, you can pull your legs closer together. Play with the length. You can find the spot that feels good for you. You want both legs to be straight, your hips to be facing forward. Inhale to find length and exhale to fold. Good. Next time you find length, you're gonna bend your front knee and come back into that lunge. You can move your props out of the way. Lift yourself back up into your lunge. And we're gonna twist the back leg, the back foot down to find our warrior two. So the back outer edge of the foot is zipped down into the mat. And the foot is at like a 45-degree angle to the front. I'm doing this kind of backwards, but you're welcome. So sink back down into your front knee. Find a 90-degree angle here. And so we have our nice strong warrior legs. And then we're going to turn the torso towards the front and lift the arms out to the side. So find your arms at the place in space where they are aligned with your shoulders. Your gaze is out over your peace fingers. Your shoulders are drawing toward one another on your back, and you're breathing. Good. Flip your front palm. Reach out. Reach forward, forward, forward into the infinite possibilities in front of you. And lift up. Use your core to really draw your hand up, 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 and back. So your back hand can rest on your back leg. You're not putting a lot of pressure here, you're just kind of holding it there. Drop your shoulder away from your ears and breathe. See if you can sink down into your lunge a little more. Breathe. Good. Our next inhale draws your hands up, 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 and around. Dropping your elbow onto the top of your knee, onto your thigh, and this other hand comes up and around. Finding length from your fingers to your heels like we did earlier in Shooting Star. Breathe. Good. Your next inhale draws your hands up, 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 and around, coming back to find your warrior two. Straighten your front leg. As your hips draw back, your fingers are going to come forward and you're going to fold over to find your triangle pose. A prop is nice here. You can plant your hand on the prop. So your leg is straight. Maybe keep a little micro bend in that front knee to keep your knee safe. And you're going to open your body up towards your front, lifting the left hand up. You're pressing your hips forward. And you're breathing. Good. One more breath here. And use your core to lift your hands back up. Good, and then we'll spiral the hands back down to frame the foot, bending that front leg, and pressing back into plank. Drop the knees down to the earth. Get up, bend the elbows, and keep them tucked into the side, lowering all the way down, all the way down. And take a little mini nap when you get here. Let yourself totally relax. All right, time to keep moving. You're gonna press the hands into the earth right next to your chest. Draw those elbows in tight. Flip the toes, so we're ready. We're gonna press back up through our hands and knees and into downward dog. So pressing up and back. Find your downward dog. Maybe you can walk the dog bending one knee at a time. And then find your stillness. Big breath in. Big breath out. Good. I like to keep my knees bent in downward dog. Even though I'm flexible enough to keep my heels down, it just feels good from my spine to have bent knees. Big breath in. Big breath out. Good. Now we're going to lift the left leg up and do the other side. So finding length from your fingers to your heel. Breathe. Inhale to grow long. Exhale, knee to nose and kiss it. Inhale, long. Exhale, knee to left elbow. Inhale, long. Exhale, round your spine, knee to left to right elbow. Good. Inhale, long. Exhale, knee to nose, kiss it, and hit the foot. Good. We're going to find the strong foundation. Both feet are facing forward. Lift your torso up. Good. Check in with your knee. Make sure that it's not forward, but that it's either directly above or behind a little bit. Sink down into your lunge. And from there, we can inhale the hands up. And exhale, cactus arms. Good. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, cactus arms. As your arms come down, lift your chest up and away. Flowing with your breath, inhaling up, exhaling down, inhaling up, and exhaling down. Good, one more, inhale up, and then palms together, exhale down. We're going to bring your palms to frame the foot, grab your blocks, straighten your leg as you press into your blocks to find length in your spine from your hips all the way to your crown of your head. So find that spot where your legs feel good, where they're comfortable, but you still feel a slight stretch. And inhale to find your length, and exhale to fold. Good. Two more. Maybe if you walked your foot in, maybe walk it out a little bit. What are we doing? We're going to bend into the front knee again. To find that lunge, come back to your lunge. Lift your body up. And then rotate that back, your ankle down so that the outer edge of your foot is zipped down. Yeah, finding our warrior two. So nice right angle in the knee, and then your hands can come up and join when you feel strong in your lower legs. So find the place where your arms are directly out to the sides, your hips are facing forward, or I guess out to the side as well, different side. Your gaze is just above your peace fingers. You're breathing. You are a warrior. You're strong. Good. Flip the front hand, reaching out towards the infinite possibilities in front of you, and then scoop them up and put them in the basket. Let the back hand just be soft on your back leg, getting a nice stretch in your side body. Sink into your lunge. Breathe. One more breath. Good, and then your next inhale can reach reach your hands up, 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 and away, around, 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 until your elbow comes to meet the top of your leg, lifting the other arm up and around, finding length in the other side body. Drop the shoulder down away from your ears. Breathe. Good, one more breath here. And then inhale the hands up, 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 coming back to find your warrior two. And then you can straighten both legs. Reach the hips back as the front hand comes forward and folds over to find your block. The top hand comes up. Draw both shoulders away from the ears and press the hips forward. Keep a gentle bend in your front knee. Super soft bend. Breathe. One more breath here. Good, and then you're gonna bend your left knee, swoop that top hand down, and we're gonna turn both feet towards the front or towards the side. And now we have both hands in front of us. If it feels good to use the block, you can use the block here to lift your spine up and find length from your hips to your crown. And then eventually we're gonna fold over. So if it feels better to make your legs less wide, then that's great. If you want to make them more wide, that's great too. Your feet just want to be either parallel or your toes coming in a little bit. So you find length in your spine and then allow your head to be heavy. Your hands can rest either on the ground or they can reach out towards your heels, or you can clasp them behind your back and let them drop heavy over your head. Breathe. Wherever your hands are, bring them down beneath your head. Press your hands into the earth. And heel toe your feet closer together. Closer together. Not totally together though. They're gonna be a little bit wider than your hands. Swivel the heels in so the toes are 45 degrees out. And bend your knees and sit down. Slowly, slowly, slowly into a squat. So maybe you have your block here and you sit your squat onto your block. Find the level of your block that feels good to support you. You want to keep your spine straight here. So make sure you're on the side as well. So it's easy in squat pose to kind of be like this, but the block is going to help support your spine so that you can stay tall. Yeah? So I like it on this level. Bring your hands together in prayer and let your elbows press into the Alright, maybe we're lowering it down a little bit. Nope. Technical yoga prop difficulties. Okay. Make sure your prop is stable. Hands are together and your elbows press into your inner thighs to help your legs open. Draw your chest forward and up, shoulders back. Breathe. job. So we can, to release this pose, we can, might run out of recording space soon. No, we're good. So we're going to heel toe the feet out, and just let them come long. So you're still sitting on your block. Maybe scoot your hips forward towards the edge of the block, so your butt is kind of, the flesh of your butt is pulled back, but your hips are on the mat. And we'll just sit here and allow your legs to lengthen. Sit up tall, breathe. Good, and then you can kind of shimmy your way off the block. Bring your legs together and spin them around. I'm not sure where you are on your mat at this point. Now we're going to practice boat pose, Navasana. So this is essentially boat pose here. Your feet are down, you can grab onto your shins, lift your chest forward and through, shoulders back. Lower belly is active and drawing in. Yeah. So the next level of this, I like to bring my hands to the back of the thighs, kind of rock back, let the shins lift up so that they're parallel with the earth. Keep the lower belly active so the chest keeps pressing forward and through. If this is a lot for you, you can have one foot down, either foot, you can play with it. And if you want more, you can lift your hands away from your thighs and really use your core. Breathe. Good, one more breath here. Big inhale, and on your exhale, you can slowly lower yourself down. Good. When you get down, take a big breath in and a big breath out, side out. Good. Let's do that again. Big breath in and big breath out. Bring one knee, your left knee, into your body. Give it a nice little hug. The bottom leg is nice and active, so the bottom foot is like the toes are flexed and it's like they're standing on the wall beneath you. Really squeeze that left leg in, and then you can draw it across your body for a twist. This opposite shoulder, the left shoulder, is going to stay anchored down onto the floor. Maybe the arm reaches out beside you like a T. Breathe into your low belly. One more deep breath here. And then use your hand to guide that knee back up to center. Draw some circles on your kneecap. Offer some gratitude. Thank you, left knee. You're the best left knee I ever did have. Maybe give it a kiss. And then send it down. Wiggle your legs and your feet. And bring the right knee into your chest. Left leg is active, standing on the wall beneath you. Good, and then you can draw your knee across your body. This right shoulder stays anchored down. And breathe. big breath here. And then you can guide your knee back up to center, holding onto the shin. Draw some circles on your knee. Thank you, right knee. You're the best right knee I ever did have. Kiss. And bring both knees up in for a group hug. You can hold each shin with a hand. Kind of rock side to side, feeling your low back on the earth. And then bring your hands to the back of your thighs. And lift your feet up towards the sky. So your feet are holding the ceiling up. Feel your low back lengthen so your tailbone is reaching down towards the earth. Yeah, so this length in your tailbone is the key. You really want this to be the essence of the pose. If there's more for you, you can reach for the outer edges of your feet as your knees come down towards the earth. But you really want to keep your tailbone down. So if your tailbone lifts up a lot when you do this, then lower your hands down to your thighs and keep it real. Meet yourself where you're at. Breathe. When you're ready, you can bring the soles of your feet together and let them drop down to the earth. Your knees are open wide like a book. Press your feet together so much that your butt lifts up just a little bit and then drop it back down. Your hands can rest palms up to your side or on your waist, on your hips, whatever feels good for you. One more deep breath. And then you can slowly slide your feet out long. Wiggle your legs, wiggle your hips. Let your feet be nice and wide and let them splay out to the side. Adjust your shoulders so that your back feels nice or your chest feels nice and open. Let your palms lay out to the side, palms up. And find your Shavasana, your stillness. Take a big breath in and a big breath out, side out. Good, another big breath in and a big breath out. Let yourself relax. Good, big breath in. And relax as you sigh it out. Now allow your breath to just be natural. Whatever naturally flows in and out. Soften your eyebrows. Relax your jaw, relax your tongue, and breathe. I'm about to run out of recording space here, so I'm going to allow you to rest in your Shavasana and put on some music and guide you out when it's time. So you'll have a nice, long, relaxing Shavasana, about 5 minutes, okay? So just prepare yourself to just be here and nowhere else. Relax and trust that you are worthy of taking this time to rest and allow all of the energy that you have just activated in your body to integrate. Yeah? So let yourself melt into the earth beneath you. Breathe. And I'll guide you out when it's time. invite your breath to fill your body, nourishing every cell with fresh life. Big, deep breaths, awakening your body by wiggling your fingers and your toes. You're gently rolling your head side to side. You can reach your hands above your head and stretch from your toes all the way up to your fingers, as if you're waking up for the first time in this body today. Can gently roll over onto one side, moving slowly, taking sweet care of your body. And in your own time, press your hands into the earth and lift yourself up to find your comfortable seat. Keep your eyes closed, keep your focus inward. Move slowly. When you find yourself in your seated position, you can bring your hands together in prayer position in front of your chest. Allow your roots to feel strong and stable underneath you as you lift your spine, sit up tall and proud. Notice as your breath expands your rib cage out towards your hands. Come back to the remembrance that your left hand is your past and your right hand is your future, and they come together to meet in the present moment, right now. And that's all linked together with your breath. So remember that this peace that you have cultivated within yourself is always here, patiently waiting for you to remember to breathe. Bow your head towards your hands in honor of your inner teacher that brought you here to this moment. Thank you for practicing your practice that helps you to feel better, more aligned with your higher self. Thank you for allowing me to be your guide. I hope you have a beautiful day. Namaste.